Previously on Quest Friends, the Cookie 2. I want to make a new cookie, and I want to make it based off of a Brackleberry family recipe that's been passed down through the family for generations. Oh, well, University of Key bans all books, so it is really hard to find a specific book if you're looking for one. It's actually really nice here.
In what way is it nice?
Well, we have a really good cafeteria with a lot of different foods, and we have a pretty good student council. Fuck the student council! I was going to give your new friends a warm welcome on behalf of the student council, Charlotte, but well, I think that if you want this recipe book so bad, you should come negotiate with us. Meet us at Dawn Cafeteria. So, run me through your plan one more time. You're going to the cafeteria.
To scope it out.
Look if they have any, a hidden book stash or where we could set up trap, I guess.
Yes. What time is it right now?
Right now, it is, the sun has set, but recently.
Okay.
So it's night, but it's early evening. Maybe, 7? Yeah.
Maybe we wait, until 9 o'clock to go in there.
Okay.
Yep.
So that it's not lunchtime, supper time.
I've never had lunch at 7 p.m.
I was about to say, well, it's not that. Unless I have a fundamental misunderstanding of lunch. Okay. So you are all going together to the cafeteria.
Nope.
Charlotte and Shannon will lead you there. And the doors to the cafeteria are open, but the lights are off inside. The lights are off inside the main cafeteria space where all the tables are, where the students would eat. There is a light on in the kitchen area.
I knew it. Can we sneak over there?
Let's start there.
Okay, are you all sneaking in one big huddle?
I mean, let's send. Maybe we can send Arif, whoever's sneakiest, Arif, or no one's good at sneaking. Okay.
You should not choose Egg to sneak.
Cool.
Someone should be, next to Egg.
Oh, my duplicate. I could send my duplicate and then call it off, right?
You can. Let me look at your sheet.
How many times can you use that,
though? We're gonna rest
I think
later.
it costs her
2 might.
int. Oh, it costs you might?
Yeah.
But that's a good idea. I think we should do that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it remains until you dismiss it or it is killed. Yeah, okay, yeah, you can. Yeah. I would argue that you can summon your duplicate, as long as you have the might for it. Yeah.
And dismiss it at will.
But it will cost 2 more might each time you resummon it.
Yes, and we took that 2 might
this is the
from
one that's naked. It has no clothes or possession.
We agreed it was a shadow.
Yeah.
Right.
It was more like a shadow me, like Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's like a little shadow Aerith.
No clothes or possessions.
Nope. So, let's just have my little duplicate sneak over there to see what's going on. Because I also have the share senses ability, so I can know everything it experiences within 1 mile.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely going to screw you over there, too,
Nope.
and be like, can't speak? Just miming at you.
Nope, I could see what it sees. So.
Okay. So you guys are just going to hang out, kind of by the doors of the cafeteria where it's still dark and send just Aerith's.
Yeah. Let's, I'm going to, kind of go off to one, let's spread out a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to narrate to you guys what was happening.
Oh, never mind.
Or whatever.
Never mind.
But we could also just do that, and then I'll tell you guys afterwards. But if something goes wrong, maybe best everybody knows right away.
We'll stick together for now. Never mind.
Yeah. Behind, a table or a counter near the door or something, so we can make a quick exit if we need to. Duplicate go. Sneakily.
Okay. The duplicate goes. I mean, it's not too hard to sneak because it's dark and it is a shadow, so it doesn't need to do anything special to get up to the little kitchen. So the kitchen is a separate room, and there is a window that's a little bit higher up. So your duplicate is just going to kind of crouch up there and then peek up over the windowsill. And through the window is a kitchen. And the kitchen has a ton of cooking supplies out. There are bowls, there are spoons, the oven is on, and there appears to be, like, a really long picnic table with, like, picnic foods laid out. Like, there's some hot dogs, there's some, like, potato salad, probably a fruit salad on there somewhere.
Potato salad.
Some potato salad, some mustard. There is a lot of food on that table. And behind the table, no one is in there. No person is in there. Just a lot of cooking supplies. And then there is a pile of recipe books on one of the back tables.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
All right, I'll let everybody know. Nobody's in there, but I see a pile of recipe books. Is there another door in the kitchen?
Yes, there is a door on the other side.
Think I should send it in further?
Could you?
Araf asks the group.
I think you should also look. Your duplicate should look at the books to see if there's the one we want.
Right.
Can the duplicate read any of the titles?
Yeah, I just, should we send her in? I can dismiss her as soon as I, think somebody's
Is
coming
there a
in.
distance limit to your duplicate?
1 mile. Sounds
Okay.
pretty big.
This is within 1 mile.
All right, the duplicate will go in and go towards the books. If she hears any sort of door opening or sees the door opening, I'm gonna just send her away as soon as I can.
Or you can just have her like hit the dirt, then she'll just be a shadow laying on the ground.
That would be really creepy.
The lights are on in the kitchen, so the shadow would be more visible in there.
Yes.
Should you put your shadow inside?
She's definitely creeping right now, kind of like the little sneak, like kind of behind the table too. I'm telling her to duck under covers to get as close to the books as she can.
Yeah.
If anyone ever cosplays as the Cookie Crew, someone will be wearing Arif's costume, only all in black,
All black.
in a black
Yeah.
suit.
And it will look sick.
Also, as she's narrating all of these things, Alex is quietly just writing everything down in one of her notes as like stealthily as she can.
Perfect. Okay. So
All right. So your shadow sneaks into the kitchen and goes to the rest of the books. There are quite a few. Like, they clearly spent, whoever checked
Like
these
dozens?
out clearly spent a lot of time in
yeah.
the library.
Gosh.
There are like
Okay.
10 to 15 recipe books, which is a lot of recipe books because each recipe book has
Yeah.
like 50 some recipes in it. And your shadow kind of paws through them and is trying to move them around so that you can see all the titles without
Right.
disturbing the pile enough that it would
Yeah.
be noticeable.
Very
Yeah.
prudent.
Smart shadow. Usually.
While your shadow is doing that, what is everyone else doing?
Writing everything.
Writing everything?
And
Yep.
Hannelor's just like keeping her ears up and listening.
Okay. And Ig?
Ig is not really paying a lot of attention
I
to
think
anything.
Ig
Okay.
is with Hannelor though, and I think Hannelor has her hand on Ig's shoulder, if nothing else.
Okay. I would like
No, here we go.
Hannelore and Ig to both roll my perception checks.
Oh, so what kind of perception check is this?
Just
Is
a
this-
general
So
perception.
not noticing danger. Because I
Um,
have an inability.
It's not quite not noticing danger, but honestly, I already gave you, because of what you said Ig's demeanor was, it's already going to be a little bit harder for you. I am not sorry at all.
Just looking around here, see if I have anything.
It's not a great
Add
look.
this. It's a 9.
I think I should have put in effort.
Okay.
Can I put in
You're
effort
gonna put in
for it?
effort?
What do I lose for that?
For effort, it depends. This would be perception is int, so you could take.
I rolled a 3.
I have 14.
I don't think effort would have helped
All
me.
right, so Hannelore, for intellect, like for instance, you have 15. A tier of effort is 3, so you could spend 3 of your int points to make the roll
I'd like to.
easier.
Really, does that even work? Is it still really low? Is it still too low?
You won't know.
I don't know. I
At
don't
tier
know.
3, can you spend more than one level of effort?
You can spend more than 1 level of effort, and then it's 2 points of int after each level.
Right. So it'll be 5 if she does that, right?
5 for 2 levels, 3 for 1.
I'm gonna do that.
You could do 5 points of int.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 levels easier with a 9.
Help me,
I
please.
barely
I rolled
know
a
what
3.
numbers are anyway.
All right. Ig is just on her own. Ig's just thinking about things.
What did you roll?
A 3.
Oh no.
There's no helping that.
Hannelore, you get the sense that someone is watching you. You know how when you're in a public place or when you're driving and you feel like the driver on the other side is watching you, you just, that really instinctual, like you look over because you just sense that there's someone there. You sense that from behind you where the doors to the cafeteria are. And then a split second after you do that, all the lights flip on, the like industrial, really bright, large cafeteria lights. And Magenta is standing there, and she has a few bags of groceries with her. And she's looking at all of you, very confused. And then, as you all turn to look at that, from the kitchen, you hear, "What is this?" And you hear, like, a pot hit the wall. Just like, ka-blang, ka-blang! And Air of Shadow comes just, like, rushing out of the room because they were just really surprised.
Yep.
And then Magenta kind of looks at all of you, and then she says, "I see how it is. No one ever gives us the benefit of the doubt." And then, in a fit of rage, she's going to reach into her little grocery bag, and she will pull out.
She have
A hat tag?
a tomato.
There are plenty of hat tags in the other room. She is going to pull out. I really don't like the look on your face.
You're making me real nervous.
The longer you wait, the sooner I'm going to cast stasis on her.
She is going to pull out. Yeah, let's go with a tomato. After all that, we're just gonna go with what
What do we
a
call
tomato.
different? A tomato?
A
We're
tomato.
gonna call it a timido.
Tomato.
Does it make you feel timid?
A timido. She pulls out
Tomato, tomato,
a timido,
tomato.
Yes.
and I need Hannelore to roll speed defense.
Ooh, don't get hit.
8.
8. All right. The tomato whacks you straight in the face, and it just like
All the glitter and tomato
it just like
juice.
explodes. It just finishes with all the glitter.
At least it wasn't in the van this
Ig
time.
is gonna notice finally what's going on and turn around. Be like, what happened? Where did that?
They're
Someone
here.
threw. Oh no.
We have company.
Alex would be like, alright, first of all, do you guys just leave here? And second of all, wouldn't you think that maybe we're just being proactive and coming here at a very early definition of dawn? Like, why don't give us the benefit of the doubt?
To be on time is to be late.
Yes! Yeah!
Alex, roll speed defense. Oh my god.
Okay. I think I'm gonna spend effort for that.
You can do it.
I'll also spend no, just 1 level, I think, because I'm not that speedful. Right. A 9.
A 9. All right, you don't quite make it, but that is because this projectile food comes from behind you.
Oh no.
From Divin, and this projectile food item is spaghetti, which is spaghetti. So you just feel these like cold, wet noodles hit the back of your head, and you turn around,
Spaghetti
and
is served
Devin
cold.
is standing there.
This is gonna go. "Oh, you did not. Just turn around."
So now that they have both gotten shots in, I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yes. And a question with that. Did I see the book that we were looking for when
You did not.
my shadow? Okay.
Just gonna have to beat him up.
Yes! I got a 1!
What is with this?
Oh Jesus!
Save the best for last,
I
buddy.
rolled a 2.
Look at that. Look at that one.
You rolled a 2.
Yeah, and I have an inability in
So
initiative
you're
too.
gonna go last. You did that last round too.
Wait, I got a 1.
See, this is what I get for using a different die than my usual lucky purple die.
All right, Alex, what did you roll?
An 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
And Hannelore?
9. Or wasn't it? It might have been an 8 or a 9. I'm not sure.
Yes, you each lost 2 might, and then you lost 2 might because you used it to activate your shadow.
Okay, so we still lost that 3 might from the light. Ugh. Alright. I'm glad I did not dismiss my shadow.
Aerith, you got a 1 and Ig got a 2?
I got a 1.
Alright, actually Ig will go before Aerith.
Sick.
Okay, so since Magenta and Devin already got a shot in to get the initiative rolling, you all get to attack first. So Hannelore, you are up in the current order.
Cool. Can I shoot my little timeout gun at what's her name? At Magenta?
Magenta?
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a 15.
15. Okay, a 15 will hit. Magenta kind of tries to like knock it aside with one of her grocery bags.
Nice.
It doesn't quite work, and she's standing so close to the wall that it kind of knocks her back into the wall and stuns her there.
But it doesn't get her. It doesn't freeze her into the sitting position.
You want it to freeze her? Make a roll for that.
Yeah,
because that's what we ruled for your gun. It was 1 to like work.
Yeah,
you got a 3. Okay, so that doesn't
3.
quite work.
Yeah,
she's clearly.
No.
Hannelore has a timeout gun. When it hits, they just are forced into a sitting position just to cool down for a minute.
But she has to roll for the sitting position part because it's a medium weapon that also causes 4 damage.
It's 3. It didn't hit.
All right, so that part didn't work, but she is like slammed against the wall.
Nice.
And her grocery bag fell out onto the ground.
Her baguettes.
Her baguettes. There is some cottage cheese.
Cottage chores.
Cottage chores. There is some yogurt.
I believe there's Hermburger.
Hermburger? They're hamburger buns.
Hermburger helpers.
Anyway. Leave all this part in.
There's pasta salad. Pasta. Alright, Alex. Alex, you're up.
Okay, so Alex, after being thrown that thing, she's gonna turn around and say, well, I think we're past a reasonable agreement here.
Like it.
And then she's gonna just try to book it towards the kitchen. It's like,
okay.
So, yeah, I guess, can I just roll for, like, running?
Just for, like, a general, like, so Devin is still standing in the doorway.
Oh, okay.
Are you just trying to, like, force your way past?
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna spend 1 level of effort in here. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Die, please. A 5.
All right, so you get close, but there is just so much spaghetti sauce gooping down your hair that a little bit of it falls onto the ground and you slip on your way in.
Oh no.
So you don't quite make it to where Devin's at.
She's gonna be fuming a bit.
Alright, Ig, you're up next.
I would like to apologize in advance. Not to you two, you've been very rude. But, you know, to everyone who told me not to burn things down. And I would like to activate my Shroud of Flame.
Let it burn.
Alright, let me double check your Shroud of Flame. Your entire body becomes shrouded in flames. It lasts for 10 minutes. Doesn't burn you, but it inflicts 2 points of damage to anyone who tries to touch you or just strike you with a melee attack. So you are now on fire. That is an enabler, so you still have another action left.
Are you gonna rush Devin? Just this flaming girl.
I'm also in the way though.
Alright, I think right now Ig's just going to place themselves between Devin and the rest of the party and whip out their baton.
Okay.
If you throw anything else, I'll unleash the true power of a nano.
You are already on fire!
Yeah, that's not even the true power is even better.
This isn't even their final form.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I could unleash my true power too.
You don't want to see that.
You look stupid.
Mm-hmm. It's scary and big and it can eat people.
Can burn ships.
Okay.
Roll me intimidation.
They're really easy to fool. Remember, I fooled them that I respect them.
How's a 14?
Okay, yeah, I mean, they are understandably alarmed at this. So you have intimidated Devin, and they're gonna have their next throw is gonna be a little bit harder.
Yeah, and Ig's just trying to kind of place themselves in a way that's between the projectiles in the party.
Okay, Arif, you are up.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
How big is the window? Could my duplicate jump through?
Through the window?
Yeah.
It's
Narrow.
it's not one of the open windows, like those like cafeteria windows that don't. It's because it's like an inside window. It's just so that you can see into that room, but it's not meant to like.
But it's not like.
It's not an openable window. It's one of those.
Yeah, it's not like just an open space between like the kitchen and the and the bar area or whatever. Okay.
There's glass there.
How big is Devin?
Devin, you are a little bit shorter.
Dang it. Okay. That was my only plan, was to use push. But my target has to be.
Let me look at push.
It has to be my size or smaller. So is that like a size class thing where we're in the same size?
I mean, I would argue like they are just taller than you are.
Okay. My size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. I'm gonna run so I can see him, get in range or whatever, and push him.
Okay.
With my push ability.
And that does not need a roll because you can just spend 2 int to do that.
The push is quick and the force is too crude to be manipulated. You push a creature or object in any direction you wish. I want to. Ooh.
I was gonna give you a GM intrusion anyway.
Okay.
So you succeed.
That's fine.
But when you hit them, you hit them and yourself into another table of food that's in the little kitchen.
Okay.
And
how did I get in there?
Because
no, I'm using my ability
running?
push. It's like a psychic push.
Oh, it's like a force push, isn't it?
Yes.
I've been imagining you running at him because that pleased me. Okay, so you're force pushing him.
Yeah, I was gonna have my duplicate run in afterwards.
I'm gonna do a different GM intrusion then.
That's fine.
They hit a table and their hand kind of like whacks this bowl of fruit that was on the table, and it sends a projectile of grapes coming your way.
Oh boy.
Roll speed defense.
It's my D20, come on. I got a 10.
Got a 10? That'll work. You like kind of step aside. None of them go in your mouth, so you're never in any danger, but it's like, grapes. You don't want those.
Oh no.
No. I've already got glitter on me. And then is it going to take another action to send my duplicate in there, or can she just move?
Yeah, push was an action. Well, let me double check your rules on your
Yeah. I'm so used to just...
Okay, it's an action to initiate, but it doesn't say directing it as another action.
I figure, like, instead of using my movement, I could use her movement, or whatever, because I know.
You have to use an action to dismiss it.
Okay.
But it doesn't say anything about ordering to do anything.
Alright, I'll send her in there to grab as many books as she can.
Okay, so the duplicate is just like, scooping up all these books.
Yes.
And then make another d20 roll for me for no reason at all.
Yes. Oh boy. I'm glad I sent my duplicate in. That was a 20.
It was a 20? Okay, this duplicate somehow gets like all 15 books into its small little shadow arm.
What a talented little thing. I'm so proud. Alright, if that's all I can do, I'll just threaten and say, stay out of our way.
As your duplicate or as you?
Oh, why not both? Can I do that?
They have
like a reverb?
Like Arif voices. Okay.
Yeah.
2 Arif voices sound out at once. Ig is on fire in front of them.
Arif's gonna get you.
Stay out of our way.
Magenta.
Not very good at being intimidating.
Is now up. Magenta has been slammed against the wall by Hannelore by her little grapple gun, her grapple stun sit gun, and Magenta will reach into the bag of groceries that she is still holding and pull out like a to-go container of mashed potatoes. And she is just going to lob them at Hannelore. Yeah. She is so mad.
These students are way more skilled than we are.
They throw really hot foods. What is all this food you guys have had prepared? Why are you here?
Are you asking that as she's lobbing mashed potatoes at you? Roll speed defense first, and then I'll answer that.
19.
19. Okay, so you somehow step aside from. They're like not warm mashed potatoes. They're cold because she got them to put in the fridge for a while. So they're just lobs of mashed potatoes,
chunky,
and you can dodge them easily.
I do. I dodge. Why do you have all this cold food?
Magenta goes, why do you care?
This is weird.
Because you're tossing it at us.
Because you came in.
These sad, aspiring chefs.
before the time agreed upon for the negotiations, and you're clearly up to no good.
But you were here too.
To be here early.
Yeah, you're being weird about this.
You have not been listening to our arguments. You're throwing pasta and gross potato things at us.
Alex, roll. It's not your roll yet. We have your roll persuasion on your roll.
Okay.
So Magenta throws that. Magenta does that, and then Hannelore is up again.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit again with my gun. 11.
11. Okay, yeah, 11 will hit, and then roll again to see if the grapple ability works.
16.
16, yeah, it does. So it forces her into this really awkward sitting position
Awesome.
against the wall.
Okay. I just shoot Magenta into a wall sit position.
Okay.
And then train my gun on Divin.
Okay, so you're like preparing for the next.
Divin?
Divin? Alex, you're up next.
Oh,
So Alex, you had yelled the pasta line.
yes.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okay.
And are you trained in that?
What?
You might be.
I think I am. I am training that. Indeed. Let's see if I can use a different thing. Never mind. No, I was trying to see if I could add a thing to that, but no. Okay. So yeah, I am training that, and
Intimidation. You're trained in intimidation.
yes, but also perception. I mean,
Persuasion.
oh, persuasion. Never mind.
Yeah, persuasion. You're
Yeah.
trained in perception, but not persuasion.
Right. Yeah, I misread that. I am not. Yeah, I am not training
Yeah, they're
persuasion.
very close.
Yeah. I do want to spend 2 levels of effort to
Okay.
do that. Okay. 16.
All right. Okay. So Magenta, from her sitting position, will go, you mean you just came, but why didn't you just ask to come early?
We don't trust you.
How are we supposed to contact them?
Well, we didn't think we need to. I mean, we would just be the first people here, because, I, for once, sometimes have the bad habit of oversleeping. I mean, it's a thing that I shouldn't really do, but it happens, right? So instead of having that issue, why not just be here early, We didn't want to bother you about it. So, yeah, we are really sorry about this inconvenience. I didn't really expect you to come here with your groceries and starting throwing foods at us, really. If anything, that's a little bit impolite, I believe.
You're a bad host.
All right. Coincidentally, Divin is up next. Divin is a little bit shaken. What do you mean we are bad hosts? We made all this for you.
I knew it.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Oh, why would they do that?
You are making us food? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Divin will kind of like scramble up and lazily throw like a donut. I'm sorry,
perfect.
marshmallows.
Murder.
Marshmallows in the direction of Ig. Ig, roll a speed defense.
Roll a speed defense against marshmallows. 14.
14. Yeah, it's fine. They just burn out.
Toasted marshmallows!
Wait, can I roast
your fiery
can we
shroud?
get roasted marshmallows?
Yeah, it's really pleasant for everybody, actually.
Would I do this on my turn? Just because I'm trained in discerning disposition, and I want to know if they're telling the truth or not.
Divin,
Are they
is-
genuine? Or should I do this on my turn? Yeah.
I'm gonna wait for your turn to do it, because Divin's turn was throwing the marshmallows, and now it's Ig. And then
Now
your
it's
turn also
my
will
turn?
resolve your shadow running with all 15 books
Yep.
in her little arms.
Awesome. It makes
I
sense
want-
that Arif Stubble would be so good at carrying books. That's probably how you smuggled them.
That's a great. Oh my gosh, I never thought of that. Okay.
Ig is gonna turn around in a circle twice, like just looking at everybody. I am so confused as to what is going on.
She's just turning in a circle while on fire.
Like a
Yeah.
dog.
Should I be? Wait, I was getting I was doing a defense because you were throwing things, but you were actually being nice. I'm really confused. Can someone tell me what I'm supposed to be doing right now? Because I don't think this was part of the plan.
Hold your fire, Egg.
Stay on fire.
Is that what your turn is just saying that?
I'm saying
As-
that, and like if a party member tells me what, to turn off the fire, I will.
Do any PCs want to respond to Ig?
Not right now.
Just hold your horses. Don't burn anything yet. You're doing great.
You were going to burn something?
Well, I was on fire, and sometimes it just happens. I got on fire because you were throwing things, and so I thought that maybe the fire would stop the food.
I was angry. I am angry.
Look, what happened? It just...
Why are you angry?
All right, now we're going to cut to Aerith. Aerith, go ahead and do your disposition check.
Just a D20 roll.
Yep, just a D20.
Can I put
and
some
you're
effort?
trained?
I'm
Yes, you
trained. And what kind of...
Int.
We'll do 2. I've got int to spare. So here goes 12. And I am
12?
trained.
Okay. You used effort. They are telling the truth.
All right. I feel
How
like
do we
a
make
dick.
this better? What do we do, you guys?
Look, I think this was just a big misunderstanding on both parties. So
I'm gonna bring my duplicate back and secure the books in my hand and start shuffling through to see if I can quickly find the one we need.
You do. It's like the 7th book.
Okay.
It's in there.
Oh.
It's called Brackleberry Family
Yeah.
Recipes.
Oh,
it looks
no.
very homey.
Awesome.
It looks like a jam, you know how a jam lids are checkered and they look very country and homey and warmy.
I love it.
That is what the cover of this book looks like.
I will have my duplicate hold on to that and I'll hold the rest of the books. And I'll wait.
Well, I mean, what's up, guys?
will we know that she found the book, or is that a...
I mean, we got the book.
I'll hold it up and show everybody.
Okay.
I won't make a big deal about it, but
I guess Hannelore is just gonna stand up, and just
Alex will try to do so.
putting the gun down and maybe try to unhinge Magenta. Be like, hey, I'm sorry about that. I think we had a little bit of I think we were a little startled. I myself was startled.
Yeah, I thought you were attacking us.
Yeah, so we're sorry.
I think this was just a big misunderstanding on both parties involved. We wanted to be polite and come early. You wanted to cook food for us.
what are Shannon and Charlotte doing? Are they still there?
Oh my god, they just watched the whole thing.
Thank you.
Shannon
Charlotte.
was clearly not wanting to get involved. Charlotte was enjoying this from behind. They were with you the whole time.
Yes.
But they just didn't help.
No,
That's great.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't want to get expelled.
As Hannelore helps Magenta up, she kind of knocks Hannelore's hand away and then gets up herself. And then Divin, seeing that Aerith has found the book that they wanted, is just like, you can take whatever book you want, we don't care.
Guys, I feel bad.
Can I deactivate my Shroud of
Yeah, I
Flame,
think
or are
that's
we
fine.
still
Yes.
in combat?
Okay, you can. Yeah, combat's done. Well, friends, this is it. The final installment of The Cookie 2. Thank you for listening with me all the way to the end, or at least the almost end, because you've gotten to this announcement break. Seriously, thank you so much for listening to this mini-series. It means a lot to me. I'm so glad that we were able to do it. I love the people that I play with. I love being able to experiment as GM, even though it riddles me with anxiety each and every time. And I love being able to do a special woman-only thing for Women in Gaming Month, even if Women in Gaming Month is in June, and this is now finishing in August. We don't talk about that, except for just now when I talked about that. If you were listening to The Cookie Crew without having listened to our main series, Quest Friends, you should also give that a listen. Our main series can be found on questfriendspodcast.com, and if you want a recommended starting episode, go to questfriendspodcast.com/about. And if you go to our Patreon, if you just go on Patreon and search Quest Friends, July and August, I guess, was Cookie Crew month. All of my girls wrote a short story about their character. They're all really cute. They're all really good. They're all compiled into a little zine if you want to check it out. It's a good time. So again, you can find all that information at the Quest Friends website. Thank you again so much for listening to The Cookie Crew, and we'll see you for The Cookie Crew 3.
I guess we could retroactively negotiate. What were you? What did you want to discuss? We started on the wrong foot, or wrong food, as you would want to call it. So
Very nice.
Gosh.
Magenta, who spilled a little bit of like the mashed potatoes and like other stuff that was in her grocery bag, kind of like wipes it off as she stands up and collects herself and says, I don't really know. I guess we just wanted effort. No one respects us, you know? I mean, we know why we were left behind. We know why we're here. And being on the student council is a lot of pressure. And it doesn't help when people don't even give a good faith effort. And she looks over at Charlotte, who kind of like laughs while eating another peppermint stick she has procured from her pockets. And then Magenta gestures as an example and says, Charlotte, I bet you didn't even know what we wanted. And Charlotte shrugs and goes, nah, not really.
Well,
What did you want?
Magenta will reiterate, I don't really know. I just wanted to see what you guys came up with. It just felt like we couldn't just give it away, not after we've been fighting with Charlotte all this time. And Charlotte pop in.
Wait, why are...
Good.
Well, wait. So I'm a little less confused now, but I'm still kind of confused as to why you're... But it seems like Charlotte puts a lot of effort in, right? Right? To lots of things. Maybe we could all be friends.
We are on the students' council. You think we like having banned books?
But why are you
working for the man then?
why are you in the council if you don't like this?
Ig, I think you hit the nail on the head. I believe student council, you would benefit from, if not assisting Charlotte and Shannon with their endeavors, that perhaps turning a blind eye to allow them to continue.
Your education
Ig is
would be
blushing
better.
in excitement that they said something right.
My family has been on the students' council for years. I am a legacy student.
Nepotism, great.
Have you ever had to live up to something? No, clearly not.
I'm an orphan. Thanks for rigging it up, man.
Can I throw out my name here and say, I don't know if you've heard the name Arif Sindal, but I think today I did have to live up to something.
Not once.
Never heard of you.
Schmucks.
The fact that you're in the student council doesn't mean that you have to follow the same rules as the previous councils, right? You should have some sort of power to change things here if you don't like them.
Exactly.
You're in a privileged position, if you ask me, because you have some sort of leadership role in the school, however small it is. So you can start making a difference, voicing out the things that you don't like instead of pretending that you like them.
We aren't even powerful in this students' council. We were left behind.
You have to know, here's the thing. You work for the school. You have to know something about the school. And if you don't want the school to keep being the way it is with these banned books and all this bad stuff, we need to use your skills to make that happen.
What skills?
Well, okay.
They
did just, yeah. They are not in a good mindset right now, guys. They made a
burst
picnic
in.
for you, and they were really ready.
Yeah.
You were not.
Look, here's the thing. I mean, you could take it like this. We took you guys pretty seriously. We were very prepared to fight you because we didn't think that you were just going to give us this recipe book.
Make a persuasion check.
I would be happy. 15.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Their expressions both change at that. They kind of look like they're considering it.
I definitely underestimated you guys.
Can I propose something?
Yes, you did underestimate us. Yes, was it Arif?
I propose we make a truce and we cook together. Nice little wholesome.
I know just what to make.
No, she's definitely just walking over, plopping all the cookbooks back down on their table and starting to pick up some of the food. We'll compensate you for the lost food. I believe we have enough money to compensate them for that. We'll help you cook, and I think we could cook something up for the rest of the students as well to show that you care. I think that would be a step in the right direction to make some change in your school.
To that, Alex will add, also, you seem to be a good cook, so maybe this is a way to start using your skills into something beneficial.
Plus, everyone has skills and everyone is special. That's what I always learn.
That's right,
And-
Egg.
This is turning.
And so that means that you have to have skills and you are special.
And here's the thing, is that you obviously have a great passion for recipes. It must have taken you, I don't know how long, to get all of these recipe books, because it takes 5 weeks. It's a really horrible system for your library.
It is not a good system.
Okay.
It is not. All right. Right direction.
Let's burn this mother down. Metaphorically.
Ig has perked up.
Breakfast and books. Let's do breakfast and books.
Bookfest.
We can talk and see. Help you make some change. We're all
Well, we
diplomats of some sort.
of some sort. We were learning so many recipes because we wanted to start throwing fun student council events like chili cook-offs
That's a wonderful idea.
and potlucks.
I love it.
I've never been to a potluck.
It's like this but less messy.
Oh,
It's like this, but instead of fire and guns, we bring a casserole or net.
what's a casserole?
Can I?
Yeah.
Did they have it?
They do, in fact, because it's mostly like it's a really simple cookie. Just eggs, flour, milk, sugar.
Yeah. Do we have the technology to like photocopy this thing?
You have the cipher that has the image projector.
I'm
gonna go ahead and just say you can use that as a copier because I like that a lot.
Yes. Okay, so they can keep the book. And I'm gonna tell them. So this is the recipe we're looking for. Fortunately, we have the means. We can copy this recipe and leave you with the book. I suggest, as a sign of goodwill towards the students of Key.
You would do that?
I absolutely would. Speaking as an alum of Key.
Oh, you are an alumnus.
And Laura touches her hat.
Yeah. Starts to put it on.
Are you all still wearing it?
No!
No,
Absolutely
I took
not.
my hat back. I took my hat off back when I found out they banned books. Like some kind of
gosh.
1984 nonsense.
So how big is this recipe book? Just because.
There's...
It's the average size.
Okay.
There are just a lot of recipe books.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the one we need is like a page or two, maybe.
It's mostly desserts.
Yeah.
Do you want to copy
Great,
them,
'cause-
Alex?
Well, I was thinking of writing the recipe.
Yeah, there we go.
And leaving it to them in case we actually, because Alex, she doesn't want to not bring the treasure back as a head treasure.
Yeah.
So she will write the recipe down for
They can have 14 recipe books, and then maybe we can maybe we can storm the library.
But they
and-
can do the written recipe books or the written recipes whenever they want to. They don't have to check written recipes out. It's just notes. Yeah, I like it.
Collecting the recipes for constant access would be very nice.
I think that what do you think? How can we free your books?
We do have access to, in fact, Her Majesty, Anastasia Brackleberry. I'm sure she could pull some strings.
At this point, Magenta finally asks, "Who are you?"
Oh,
We are...
Hi, I'm Delina Lexington, head of the Treasury Department of Queen Anastasia Brackleberry, here joined by the Brackleberry Brigade, a really group of talented diplomats.
I'm a talented diplomat.
I would say the best diplomats that Queen Brackleberry has. No one is better than them.
Oh, this is great.
it should have been our job.
I am the incredible igneous artiste of Astaria, and I do magic. I'm not very good at cooking.
You can entertain us all while we cook. What do you say?
Oh, I want to help, though.
Yeah, of course. We can all help.
Well, we appreciate you taking us seriously, and we appreciate your assistance and your willingness to help, and I think we would like that very much.
I hurt.
And then from the background, Shannon has been clapping to herself this whole time. Shannon loves it. Shannon is here for it. And then Charlotte will go yeah, whatever.
What are your mysteries? What are your secrets?
Charlotte, I think we can show some forgiveness for the student council on being perhaps a little strict.
Let's be a part of the solution.
They're willing to be flexible as well.
We've been willing to be flexible the whole time, Charlotte, but you never gave us the time of day. You just assumed that we weren't on your side from the get-go.
That's what happens when you work for... Haylor starts to say that.
Nope. Stop there.
At that half comment, Divin will add, "Zero expectations."
Well, screw them.
Haylor just points to Alex.
You can make your own expectations.
Aptly put. I like Alex.
You can go, as the poets once wrote, you can go your own way. legacy, expectations.
Well,
this is yours. You don't have to be a part of anything you don't want to be.
But there are institutions in place. There is power. However, it is just occurring to me now that there are no professors currently here at the university.
You are correct.
No teachers.
And then Magenta will go like, I think that's right. I apologize on behalf of our student council. We were so obsessed with keeping the order the way that they wanted us to that we got a little bit carried away, I'm afraid, and forgot to think about what we really wanted. We'll do our best now to spread cheer and goodwill among the student body and books. We do not like the book banning rule. Very few people do.
And don't follow it.
We'll support you as much as we can.
Well, I promise that I will pull all of the influence that I can get in order for this school to not have these stupid rules anymore and for the system to be different. Because you deserve you deserve the freedom to read whatever book you want, anytime you want, and not having a repressive regime telling you what to do.
We would be ever so grateful for official assistance from an outside party. I think that we would be ready to implement change with that kind of support.
And you will. Just keep at it, kid.
But you're not living yet, because you're all gonna bake some fucking cookies
Yeah,
together
we are.
in the kitchen, and I love
Let's
it.
get cooking. Montage!
Yeah, imagine a montage. What does everyone like to do? What would everyone like to do during this montage?
God.
This wholesome cooking
I can make
into the
chili.
night montage. You're just gonna make a whole pot of chili over the course of the night.
That's all I can do.
They have all the ingredients. They have been shopping a lot.
Yeah.
Hannelore gonna use her strong arms to stir the big pot.
My duplicate can clean dishes.
Your duplicate can clean dish. You did not deactivate her.
He's holding all those books.
Ig is like not following a recipe. They're just kind of sticking.
Ig is following their heart.
You know what's good for that?
Yeah, it's
Chili, you just kind of
got
throw whatever.
a lot of love in it and a lot of paprika.
I imagine it's like when a little kid makes a witch's brew, and it's like flour and water and dirt, a couple
And
of
Ig is
rocks.
Taste testing along the way.
Oh boy, Hannelore physically turns away. I can't.
Shannon is helping you, Ig, and then every time you do a taste test, she replaces like the spoon with a clean one because we have Arif's duplicate cleaning all the dishes. So Shannon is just fixing your mistakes behind your back after you make them.
Alex is just gonna be going like from person to person, like helping with like little things that might need to be helped, but like she can't stay in a single place for like a short period of time. She'll be just going around. But while she does, she'll also be regaling people with like inspirational quotes about just like fighting the oppression, and like she's gonna just basically be doing that.
She jotting down the recipes at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She's also doing that. She's like doing that while also regaling people with like quotes that inspire her.
Alex.
Charlotte is hanging on your every word.
Alex is type A.
Her favorite quote by, incidentally enough, by a kids book adventurer named Jameson Hopper. She's just
Fuck you!
I feel like I'm
But
gonna
I love
pass
it.
out.
Continue.
she's basically gonna keep being like, unless we make a change, no matter how small it is, everything is gonna stay the same. This is something that a book told me, and not a history book, not a recipe book, but actually a children's book from an adventurer called Jameson Hopper. So you can see that every single book is important, and every single book can teach you a lesson, which is why we need to fight for them.
Charlotte is following you around and she is beaming at that quote. Like, she clearly loves it. She's not really helping anyone cook.
So basically,
but-
like me, she's just like.
Yeah, she's just trailing Alex. Like, occasionally she might pick something up that someone dropped, but mostly it's making sure Alex is everything that she needs, which is nothing, because
Oh my
Alex
God.
isn't doing anything except walking around telling people things.
So heartwarming.
Hannelore is gonna go to Shannon at some point
Okay.
and pull a really old, raggedy copy of Rocket Science for Dummies,
Okay.
and you're like,
You can just have that. That's fine.
I chanced it. like, hey, I'm not really going to be around here, so I can't show you a lot about being a mechanic. But this was really helpful to me when I was first getting into it. So, whatever.
Thank you. That's the second book I've been given today. Listen, this means a lot, and I know that you won't be around here because you're not in school and you have to go back to Anquan. But I mean, I go and visit the nuns a lot because it's my home, and you were raised there too, so that basically makes us sisters. So I hope I'll see you around there, and then maybe you can teach me hands-on how to be a mechanic.
Hannelore extends a very stiff hand and pats.
Hannelore, you better visit that girl.
just a really light little pat.
As you're patting, she moves her bifocals out of the way so that you don't, break them.
I would never aim for someone's. Hannelore knows better than to touch someone's equipment. Just a little, just two quick pats on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Unless you don't want to.
That's not the situation. Hannelore just cannot express herself. Hannelore is just flushed. She's like, yeah, yeah, basically. So, totally.
And Era.
Shannon's beaming.
What?
Yeah, what's up?
Can Era go up to Charlotte and let her know? Meet us at the bus in the morning, and we'll have some books that you can have. We'll have a stash for you.
Charlotte extends her hand for a handshake and says, "It'll be nice working with you, Era."
She'll accept the handshake. Good to be back in business, I suppose.
Can I have noticed Hannelore, since she must be nearby if Shannon is fixing all of Ig's mistakes?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, you're all in one kitchen, so you can all just talk to whenever.
I'd like to, without cleaning her hands, Ig is just gonna kind of launch herself onto Hannelore and, rub her sticky, whatever, paprika-filled hand on Hannelore's cheek and be like, emotion! And then go back to cooking.
Accept it.
Hannelore zips her coveralls all the way up so you don't get anything on my cool top.
Boy.
Hannelore just stalwart. Just ignores the paprika-covered hand. It's not happening. But she does, wrap her arm around, Ig's butt, kind of automatically, the way you carry someone on your hip.
Hannelore, I just like to point it out, has tomato and paprika on her face and glitter all over her body.
It's a good thing I wear the coveralls.
We're gonna have to shower after tonight.
This is a vintage Grateful Dead t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath these coveralls. I didn't talk about it before now.
In person, Emily almost wore her shirt. Vintage Grateful Dead.
You should have. It's one of Hannelore's bands. Okay. Hallie, are we about to leave?
Yes. Yeah, you spend the rest of the night cooking, and then you can leave whenever you want.
Okay. Hannelore is gonna be one more thing before we go. And she's gonna beep, 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 triple click.
Are you doing, you're doing your trick?
So Hannelore does beep, 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 and then she just gives the 1 second finger and just listens.
In the distance, you hear a rumbling that steadily gets louder as it approaches the building that you're in until the red berry just bursts through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man of this kitchen you all just spent several
I
hours
wanted to be in
in.
the cafeteria. Not
Okay.
I don't care about the cafeteria.
We parked it on the other side of the campus.
The van comes crashing through the cafeteria, so through the window that doesn't open, you all see the Red Mary just burst through the walls, and then it's going so fast that it almost hits the opposite wall, but it goes
it's hockey style.
and then stops right before impact.
It collapses.
Shannon's just so here for everything that has happened today.
What's the jalopy sound? I don't know. Insert here. And then I'm just going to open up the door and gesture everybody inside.
So before we have the actual jumping inside, I do want to have a final scene with Charlotte probably. Alex will just approach Charlotte and just be make sure to keep in touch, kid. I want to see how this pans out in the end, and give her a side smile. I mean, a side look and smile, really cocky/confident.
We will.
And
Welcome to the team. And then she's gonna give you a shoulder bump. Or I'm sorry, like when she lightly punches your shoulder.
I thought she was just hitting shoulders.
Bumping shoulders, that's what they call it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
She is, for the record, a sophomore, so she is like 19, 20.
Child.
Alex's gonna chuckle a bit at this, and then she's gonna be like, "Well, I'm honored. I'm honored for this, and this people are gonna need someone to lead them here, and I can see no better person than you. So I think you'll be pretty fitting. And also, my job as a treasurer requires me to travel a lot, so nothing stops me from making a pit stop or two in Key to see how things are going."
Alex setting up Charlotte is trying not to look like she's beaming, but she's trying to play it off real cool, like. So she'll lean again against whatever
the
wall you're standing by. Yeah, she kind of misses. That's a good. Yeah, she kind of misses it a little bit, and then collects her composure and is like, "Thanks, coming from someone as cool as you, that means a lot."
Please, I don't mean to brag, but yeah.
She's gonna offer a fist bump. I expect to see you around these parts soon.
Well, you sure will, kid.
Hannah-Laura's gonna burr. Like a soccer mom.
All right, it's time to go, but just keep being awesome and free the books, and then just jump into the bed.
Wait, should I still burn that into the wall? Because I can do that.
All those in favor?
Yeah, it's a fitting goodbye. Go for it, Ig.
I would check with the student council first.
Student council?
All 4 of the students you're leaving behind who you have befriended, Magenta, Divin, Charlotte, and Shannon, all do 2 thumbs up at the same time.
And I do want to ask them, all right, so as members of the new and improved student council, what do you want this message to say?
We're gonna go simple with this. Magenta's going to sheepishly suggest, how about just read free?
Love it.
We can do that.
I love it.
It's good. I can spell that.
Just in case.
Oh, that's
Hannah-Laura's
great.
gonna write it down and just show it.
I'm gonna activate my Shroud of Flame, and then I'm going to use the new ability that I was so excited for.
Excellent.
And it is a hand made of animate flame that is twice the size of a human's hand.
It's big.
I can direct it, and it lasts 10 minutes. So I want to make the Fist of Fire. I want to draw it out of my Shroud of Flame and make it point, and then slowly draw all the lines into the ground.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You can write read free, no problem, with your fancy fire hand.
And then in slightly smaller letters, more quickly, I want to put a plus Ig was here.
Okay, you can do that, yeah.
And then Ig is gonna start bounding towards the van again. Remember that they're not allowed to be on fire, and
Just see the look in
deactivate.
Hannah-Laura's eyes.
Yeah, deactivate the shroud, and then just throw themselves in for a group hug.
So proud of them. And are we gonna head straight back?
Let's bring back our glorious brigade.
Yes, the goodies.
Hold on, I have to figure out what song Hannah-Laura is playing as we were pulling into the Brackleberry Castle. With a little help from my friends by Joe Cocker, we
Perfect.
are just come cruising in as the sun raises.
We gotta be tired.
Knock on that invisible door. It's been one day. Hello.
An attendant, the same one who let you in yesterday, sees you and is like, "Oh, you're back already."
Don't worry about it.
We bring the treasure, that's what's important.
All right, and they will show you in. You wait a little bit because they have to go get Anastasia. She was off practicing axe throwing.
Oh gosh.
That's cool.
She is only good at throwing blunt axes, but she is very good at that. So she comes back in from axe throwing. She's holding 2 little axes, and she goes, "You're back already!"
Oh yeah.
We bring the treasure.
I put Alex right in front.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you brought the book back! That's so great! Was my Aunt Ramia okay? Was she okay?
Oh, well, she actually was not there. She was on a ship of some sort.
What?
This semester ship.
Yeah.
The semester at ship.
Semester at Sky. I am so sorry. I did know that she was going on that, and I just forgot.
Well, you know, my Queenie fighters say be bold. I think it was beneficial that she was not there because we were able to notice some problems with how the school was run. And we were wondering, I was wondering if you could help implement some changes.
Was it bad that I burned a message
nothing,
in the...
nothing.
Born or anything. Nothing was damaged.
You burned what, Ig?
Nothing she
Was I
wasn't
not
allowed to
supposed to
burn.
say that?
We were just, you know, it was nothing important. Nobody got hurt. Everything is fine.
I put the cookies in front of Queen's face, so she never
We
remembers.
spent some time cooking with the students.
There is a lot going on. You're all talking at once, and Ig is like fire, and everyone's like, no, fire, what?
No.
And then Anastasia is presented with these cookies. Like, oh, you made cookies!
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
And she will try one. And she will also, her hawk is there. She'll let her hawk nibble on one.
Yes.
It is a sci-fi universe. The hawk can eat whatever he wants. She'll nibble. She's like, these were good. Tell me all about it. That part sounded more threatening than diplomacy usually is.
There wasn't any threatening, Queen. Yes, my Queen. Just you know, just the usual banter, you know. But you know, I've done worse things. Been a little so